Hey guys, and welcome to my first budget deck profile. I'm going to try to do budget, creative, kind of something new kind of way of doing a deck profile. So here we go. Basically, I was looking around online last night looking for deck profiles, and then you go in and you go, cool, I really like that deck. It's too bad it has that secret rare Goku in it, or anything that's too expensive. So let's just chuck in a deck which is incredibly cheap and super fun. So I had looked at some of the old leaders and I thought, hey, let's do Beerus. Why not? I apologize if I'm a bit croaky today or my hair is a bit iffy. I was up last night working on an extremely intensive video, and I hope it comes out soon. It should be really good, so I look forward to that. Anyway, basically what this deck is Beerus and using his alternate winning condition, which is getting to 16 energy, which is insane. I honestly don't think I've ever seen anyone do it. I know it has to have been done before, and there's probably a video of it somewhere, but in real life, I've never seen it happen. It's hard enough for people running like blue Gogeta getting to 16 energy. Even using that new 10 cost, which doesn't work with the blue Gogeta leader, by the way. But anyway, what I was doing is just chucking together a few things here, but there was a few prerequisites. One, it has to be budget, something that you can throw together, because it's supposed to be just a fun deck. This isn't supposed to be creative. Oh, it's not supposed to be like super competitive. It's, I don't know if you want to say it's creative or not, but I'm just gonna defame myself. But I basically just went through and thought, okay, here's Beerus. What strategy can you use in order to basically, get yourself to 16 energy? And this is the only way I can really think of it, which is using the 7 cost God of Gods Great Priest. Now, his effect, if you've never seen him before, because he came out a long time ago, is when he hits the field, you can take any God battle cards you have currently in play and put them in your energy, in rest mode. Oh, sorry, excuse me. So that's basically what you want to do, is you get the 7 energy, use your Whis, resting attendants, and objections to charge up to 7 as fast as possible, then use the God of Gods to put all your 1 cost gods you would have been playing throughout the course of the game into your energy, and hopefully that will bring you up either to between 12 and 16 energy. This will allow you to play out your Whis, Judge of Gods, which is basically a win condition by itself. It skips your opponent's next turn, so unless they're playing a bunch of negates, I don't think you can even negate his attack, but I mean, unless they're playing a bunch of stuff to kind of survive out the turn, you can go for the win condition of the 16 energy instead. But let's go through the cards quickly just to explain what's happening. First we've got East Kai, Keeping Watch. You basically want to just do a bunch of low cost god cards so you can chuck them all out. This one's good for your cards that get summoned on your turn, such as, like, say for example you attack and they combo out a Gohan or a Vegeta, the red Vegeta, during the combo phase. This means they have to discard a card when they do that. So it's fine, it's great. It's just an easy 1 cost god. You go into the Universe 10, Supreme Kai Guaru, yeah. He's your searcher. He only looks at the top 3 cards, but basically your entire deck is gods, so you will most likely hit, unless you draw a bunch of extra cards. North Kai's Keeping Watch is your super combo. Yeah, what can you say? It's a super combo. Whis, the Resting Attendant, is one of your charge cards. You get to 4 energy, you play him out, you take the top card of your deck, put it in your energy, no problem. God of God's Great Priest, as I said, when you play him, you get all your battle cards into your energy. It's one of your win conditions. Whis, Judge of Gods, this is the one you can basically change out for whatever you like. If you feel like you don't want to get 12, if you feel games are stalling out at like 5 to 7 energy rather than being able to play out the God of Gods, you can put in the 5 cost Beerus, you can put in the 7 cost Beerus if you've got those. I just didn't want to put anything too expensive or harder to get. Like, these cards are all super easy to get, so that's why I put him in specifically. And I also like the theming of it. Moving on, I've got Godly Destruction Whis. This is your card to discourage them untapping on their turn. You basically, if they untap energy on their own turn, he acts to warp one of their energy. Moving on, I've got the entire black package of gods in there. the Kami is only in there as an emergency, because it may seem counterintuitive to put a card in which will blow up all your one-cost gods, but it is a card that draws one at least, and if they are overwhelming you by flooding the field and they won't allow you to keep too many cards in the field, you'd rather have the option to blow up the field rather than not. So I put in 2 Dende to stop energy charge, 2 Kami to stop the field swarm, and Cronoa to stop the Shigesh abuse. So there you go. And Turkey Turkeys, because it is also a god and it also searches out all your options. Fantastic. So they're all your gods you're running in the deck. All the one costs basically draw you a card. You got the super combo, and everything else either charges your energy or blows them out the butt. So there you go. They're your god cards. Moving on to the extra cards, which I was actually playing around with quite a bit before. But basically, what you want to do is any card that isn't a one-cost god, you want to be helping you live as long as possible. So we put in the Dimension Magics. That's a super easy negate. That gives you some extra energy. You don't have many one-cost 10Ks in the deck, so if you desperately need to use one of those cards, you can on your opponent's turn. 4 objection, no explanation needed. And then I put in the Crushables and the Flying Nimbuses. Mostly because, one, there isn't a ton of really good targets that are just one-cost gods, and I needed a yellow energy to bring up the Goalie Defender Destruction Whis, but also Crushable and Flying Nimbus are, of course, fantastic store cards to help buy you a few extra turns. But that's basically it. That's the whole deck. There's nothing much in the side deck to really talk about. It's just generic cards to help fend off specific strategies, but I won't even go over those because they're basically interchangeable. Any of the black cards that specifically counter specific strategies would be fine. You could just basically take out the Kamis for that. But anyway, that's the Beerus deck. I hope you guys like it. I've basically been playing around with it a bit. I mean, it's not competitive at all. All you need is just one person to chuck out, like, you know, anything to just store. Like, you can basically try and stall that for 16 energy, but the idea of you getting to 16 is crazy. But I just always like the idea of it. I really hope they give them some support in the anniversary box, because these older strategies that you just don't see anymore, they just brought them into the game, they never made them viable, and then they kind of just let them go, let them die. And Beerus hasn't had another leader card made. I kind of feel like he should at this point. But yeah, let's just wait for the anniversary box to come out. Maybe I might revisit this deck. Maybe there's another cheap version when that anniversary box comes out. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy that, and I'll see you all next time.